In recent years, there has been a growing fascination with items from the past, a trend that has rapidly transformed into a thriving industry focused on unique antiques. These pieces not only offer a window into what life may have looked like in earlier times, but they also reflect the craftsmanship and stylistic movements of bygone eras. Many individuals have seized this opportunity, curating and selling vintage treasures to an ever-growing base of enthusiastic collectors. Yet few have navigated this world with as much flair and success as Drew Pritchard, the charismatic host of the Quest TV show Salvage Hunters. Known for his discerning eye and appreciation for design, once famously admiring a piece solely for its color and distinctive linoleum top, Drew was well prepared when Salvage Hunters was launched, even stepping into the spotlight after another candidate was initially considered. He recently made headlines after closing his beloved antique shop, sparking curiosity and concern among fans about the future of the show. To truly understand Drew's journey, one must look beyond the television screen and into his humble beginnings. Born on June 24, 1970, in the peaceful countryside of Conwy, North Wales, Drew drew early inspiration from his father, whose passion for restoring old vehicles and antiques left a lasting impression. As a child, Drew was frequently taken to museums, where he encountered meticulously restored historical items, many rare and expensive, that sparked a deep fascination within him. These formative experiences ignited a lifelong passion for restoration that only intensified over time. Motivated by his father's example, Drew began helping with restoration projects at a young age, eventually taking on projects of his own. Though details about his formal education remain limited, it is evident that academic pursuits never diverted him from his true calling. After finishing school, he returned full-time to the pursuit of collecting and reviving forgotten objects. His early work included salvaging items that had washed up from the ocean, painstakingly restoring them by hand. He later sought formal training in stained glass restoration, a skill that allowed him to rescue fragile and beautiful pieces from old churches facing demolition. What began as a simple hobby, cleaning up old objects and offering them for sale, quickly evolved into a deeper artistic endeavor. As Drew traveled the country in search of hidden treasures, his enthusiasm only grew. He took immense pride in restoring each item to its original splendor, and this commitment to craftsmanship became the foundation of his future success. The process honed his keen eye for detail and further cemented his reputation as one of Britain's foremost antique dealers and restoration experts. Drew Pritchard's journey into the world of antiques was fueled by a deep appreciation for the beauty of aged materials and a growing mastery of meticulous restoration techniques. As he matured, his passion for antiques evolved well beyond stained glass. He began to explore the broader, more dynamic world of antique dealing, a path that offered endless opportunities for discovery. This chapter of his life was defined by exploration, as he wandered through flea markets, rummaged through auctions, and ventured into dusty attics, unearthing forgotten relics from the past. For Drew, the pursuit of antiques was never about chasing profit. It was a heartfelt treasure hunt, driven by a reverence for history and craftsmanship. Each item he found held more than material value. It carried a story, often untold, a silent testament to a bygone era. He embraced the challenge of uncovering these lost objects, taking time to research their origins and restore their dignity. This sense of purpose transformed him from a dealer into a true custodian of the past. One can only imagine the countless hours he invested in each piece, not just in physical restoration but in understanding its historical context and imagining how it might speak to a modern buyer. Over time, Drew honed his ability to identify different styles, historical periods, and materials. He developed a sharp eye for authenticity, learning to spot fakes and forgeries with practiced precision. But more than that, he cultivated a deep respect for the legacy each object represented. During this formative period, Drew came to appreciate value in all its forms, monetary, artistic, and historical. It was a time of trial and error, filled with missteps, bad deals, and the occasional flaw that only seasoned experience could detect. These hard-earned lessons shaped him into a savvy and knowledgeable antique dealer, fully equipped to navigate the complexities of the trade. By the early 2000s, Drew's lifelong passion had grown into a thriving business. He opened his own showroom in Conwy, Wales, a treasure trove that reflected his eclectic taste and uncanny ability to find hidden gems. The space was a haven for collectors and design enthusiasts, showcasing everything from vintage furniture and fine art to rare historical artifacts and quirky collectibles. But Drew's ambition stretched far beyond the showroom floor. In 2011, a new opportunity emerged that would propel his career to national prominence. A group of television producers approached him with a concept for a show centered around his work. Recognizing the potential to share his passion with a wider audience, Drew seized the moment. The result was Salvage Hunters, which premiered on November 14, 2011. The show's premise was simple yet captivating. Viewers followed Drew as he scoured the country for hidden treasures, revealing not only the objects he found but the fascinating stories behind them. Drew Pritchard's relentless pursuit of antiques took him to auction houses, house clearances, and salvage yards across Britain, uncovering hidden gems in the most unexpected places. In 2016, the show took an exciting turn with a special charity episode featuring entrepreneur Theo Paphitis. Though Theo later stepped away from television to concentrate on his business ventures, his appearance brought a fresh dynamic and notable appeal to the series. As Salvage Hunters gained popularity, Drew's personal life also entered the spotlight. He married Rebecca Pritchard, who soon became an essential part of the program. While Drew was outsourcing and restoring antiques, Rebecca played a vital role in ensuring the pieces were beautifully presented and market-ready for potential buyers. Their on-screen partnership was seamless and effective, contributing significantly to the show's success. However, behind the scenes, their marriage faced personal challenges and eventually came to an end. Despite this, the show continued to thrive. Since its debut in 2011, Salvage Hunters has become one of Britain's most captivating television series, running for over 17 seasons. It has captivated audiences with its unique blend of history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. The series follows Drew as he travels across the country in search of forgotten treasures and hidden gems. The excitement lies in the unknown. What remarkable item might be hiding in a crumbling estate, a dusty attic, or an overlooked church corner? In one particularly memorable episode, Drew visited a Welsh church where a modest-looking chair caught his attention. Upon closer inspection, it was identified as the work of Edward Welby Pugin, a distinguished 19th-century architect famed for his design of Catholic churches, including the stunning Cathedral Church of Our Lady of Sorrows in Wrexham. Recognizing its historical and artistic significance, Drew wasted no time negotiating a purchase price of just £150. After careful restoration, the chair's value soared, estimated at over £5,000, a testament to Drew's expertise and sharp instincts. Finds like this are what continue to fuel Drew's passion and keep his enthusiasm alive after so many years. Each episode presents a new adventure, an unpredictable journey into the past. The show blends exploration, negotiation, and restoration in a way that is not only entertaining but also deeply educational. Viewers are often amazed to learn about the valuable antiques hiding in everyday homes, forgotten in garages or tucked away in attics. A consistent highlight of the series has been Drew's participation in live auctions, where his deep knowledge of antiques and razor-sharp negotiation skills shine. These moments showcase the intensity and competitiveness of the trade, as Drew goes head-to-head with other bidders to secure one-of-a-kind pieces. It is this combination of suspense, discovery, and genuine passion for history that has made Salvage Hunters such a beloved and enduring fixture on British television. Drew Pritchard's journey often led him to house clearances, silent, cluttered spaces that offered a fascinating window into the lives of those who came before. In dusty basements, forgotten attics, and neglected corners, Drew unearthed long-lost relics, each with a hidden story waiting to be rediscovered. These seemingly unremarkable places, filled with discarded objects and architectural remnants, became treasure troves through Drew's discerning eye. He recognized potential where others saw only junk, envisioning how even the humblest item could be transformed and given a second life through careful restoration. What continues to make Salvage Hunters so compelling is not just the thrill of discovery, but the anticipation of what Drew might uncover next. The element of surprise, combined with the engaging storytelling and craftsmanship, keeps audiences coming back week after week. One of the show's standout features is its focus on negotiation. Drew's charm, wit, and sharp business instincts shine through as he haggles for the best deals. These negotiations offer a behind-the-scenes look at the complex dynamics of the antique trade, an arena where knowledge, confidence, and timing are crucial. Beyond the deals, the show delves deeply into the historical and artistic significance of each piece. Drew's dedication to researching the background of his finds adds a rich narrative layer. Viewers gain fascinating insights into various historical periods, design trends, and traditional craftsmanship. Over time, Salvage Hunters has expanded its appeal through spin-off series. Salvage Hunters, Classic Cars explores Drew's passion for vintage automobiles, following his search, restoration, and appreciation of these timeless machines. Meanwhile, Salvage Hunters, The Restorers takes viewers behind the scenes to highlight the artisans whose expert skills bring antiques back to life. Each episode of Salvage Hunters showcases the transformative journey of forgotten objects, from discovery and acquisition to expert restoration. The program emphasizes the importance of preserving these pieces, ensuring that their stories endure for future generations. Over the years, the show has left a lasting mark on the antique world and its audience. It has reignited public interest in old items and inspired a new generation to appreciate the history and craftsmanship embedded in everyday objects. Drew's devotion to antiques extends well beyond the show. In the 1990s, he purchased his first home, an old Methodist chapel in Conwy. Though modest at first, over 2 decades he meticulously restored and transformed it into a remarkable living space. The property eventually went on the market for £795,000. After selling it, Drew relocated to a new home in Llandudno, remaining rooted in the scenic landscape of North Wales. Salvage Hunters also plays an important role in spotlighting the work of small businesses, independent dealers, and skilled restorers. It brings their craftsmanship and entrepreneurial spirit to a broader audience. At the heart of it all is Drew Pritchard, the driving force behind the show's enduring success. His infectious enthusiasm, encyclopedic knowledge, and sincere passion for antiques have captured the hearts of viewers. More than a treasure hunter, Drew is a storyteller, using his expertise to weave compelling narratives around the objects he finds. Today, Salvage Hunters remains one of the most beloved shows on television. Its unique blend of entertainment and education offers more than just a viewing experience, it's a journey through time. Through Drew's eyes, viewers connect with the past, discovering the beauty and history in objects that others might overlook. Whether you're a seasoned antique enthusiast or someone with a budding curiosity, the show offers a captivating and enriching experience. The next time you come across a dusty object in your attic or an intriguing piece at a flea market, think of Salvage Hunters, the excitement of the find, the art of the deal, and the satisfaction of breathing new life into forgotten treasures. The show's charm lies in its perfect balance of historical insight and hands-on craftsmanship, giving each object a voice and a second chance. This enduring success even inspired Drew to open his own walk-in store, Drew Pritchard Antiques, where restored pieces were made available to collectors and curious buyers alike, a physical extension of the show's spirit and legacy. Salvage Hunters catapulted Drew Pritchard into the national spotlight, establishing him as a prominent figure in the world of antiques. With his magnetic charisma, sharp eye for rare finds, and boundless curiosity, Drew guided audiences through a fascinating exploration of the past. Yet, fame never dulled his drive. His daring discoveries, expert knowledge, and occasional strokes of luck made the show dynamic and addictive. Beyond his television presence, Drew expanded his reach by running a popular website where he showcases and sells newly sourced items each week, many of which are truly extraordinary. One especially poignant moment came when Drew discovered a Sussex chair designed by Philip Speakman Webb. The chair, inspired by an early country design that once dominated Victorian homes, featured a classic turned frame and rush seat. Drew instantly recognized its historical and aesthetic value, so much so that the discovery brought him to tears, revealing just how deeply connected he is to his work. Another rare find was a bronze bust of the ancient poet Sappho, believed to originate from the Villa of the Papyri in Herculaneum, Italy. Attributed to the renowned F.F. Chiarazzi foundry in Naples and dating back to the late 19th or early 20th century, the piece was a once-in-a-lifetime acquisition. Drew skillfully negotiated its purchase for £4,000, an incredible feat considering its rarity and provenance. The show frequently demonstrates how treasures are often hidden in the most unexpected places. In one memorable episode, Drew responded to a call from a homeowner who had inherited a sprawling estate. Wanting only to clear out the attic, the owner was uninterested in its contents. What Drew found, however, was a time capsule, untouched for decades. The attic brimmed with forgotten furniture, paintings, and relics. After hours of careful searching, Drew uncovered a first-edition Charles Dickens novel, a set of Victorian-era scientific instruments, and a portrait by a little-known 18th-century artist. The attic offered not just monetary value but a profound connection to the lives of the house's former occupants. These extraordinary moments are what make Salvage Hunters so compelling. Drew's ability to combine intuition, historical insight, and a touch of luck consistently delights viewers and keeps them coming back for more. Riding the wave of his success, Drew expanded the franchise with several spin-off series. Salvage Hunters, classic cars allowed him to share his enthusiasm for vintage automobiles, while the restorers pulled back the curtain on the meticulous craftsmanship involved in bringing these pieces back to life. In 2019, Drew took his passion a step further by publishing his book, How Not to Be an Antiques Dealer, Everything I've Learned That Nobody Told Me. Humorous, candid, and insightful, the book offered readers a behind-the-scenes look at the often unpredictable world of antiques. It shared practical lessons on identifying authentic pieces, mastering negotiations, and navigating the volatile antique market. But more than anything, the book captured Drew's infectious love for history and the thrill of the hunt. Drew's impact extends far beyond the screen and page. He has become a passionate advocate for vocational training in the antiques trade. He believes that restoration, appraisal, and historical research are skilled crafts that deserve formal training and recognition. By encouraging young people to pursue careers in the field, Drew is ensuring that the knowledge and appreciation of the past will endure for generations to come. Despite the show's longevity and his many accomplishments, Drew shows no signs of slowing down. He continues to travel across the UK, uncovering hidden gems while also exploring new ventures. In a major personal shift, Drew relocated from Wales to southern England, possibly seeking a fresh environment and new inspiration. In May 2022, he made headlines by closing his well-known antique shop, a move that sparked rumors of financial troubles or a desire to exit the trade. But in reality, it was a strategic step in a new direction. Drew remains committed to evolving his career and making a lasting impact on the antique world. From hidden attics to historic estates, from rare busts to mass-market bestsellers, Drew Pritchard has transformed the world of antiques into a thrilling, emotional, and educational experience for millions. His legacy is not just in the objects he uncovers, but in the stories he tells, and the passion he inspires in others to see history not as something static and forgotten, but as something alive, valuable, and waiting to be rediscovered. Although Drew Pritchard made the bold decision to close his antique shop in 2022, his passion for the trade remains undiminished. His website continues to serve as a comprehensive hub for antique lovers, showcasing his latest finds, offering items for sale, and sharing insights into the rich world of historical artifacts. It reflects Drew's ongoing dedication to making antiques accessible and exciting for a broad audience, even without a physical storefront. On a more personal note, Drew experienced a significant upheaval in 2017 when his marriage ended in divorce. He and his wife, Rebecca, had once been an impressive team, working together to build and run their successful business. However, their partnership came to an abrupt and painful end when Rebecca discovered Drew had been unfaithful. The betrayal led to a dramatic public confrontation at a pub, where the woman's husband physically attacked Drew. The altercation resulted in a ban from the establishment for both Drew and the woman involved, while the husband received a fine for the incident. Since the divorce, Rebecca has kept a low profile, and little has been shared about her personal or professional life. Despite this personal setback, Drew Pritchard has continued to move forward with resilience and ambition. He has reinvented himself as not only a successful entrepreneur and antique dealer but also as a charismatic television personality and a respected advocate for historical preservation. His influence in the world of antiques is substantial, and his willingness to share his knowledge and passion ensures that the excitement of discovery will live on for years to come. Drew's legacy is about much more than television ratings or business milestones. It's about honoring the stories embedded in forgotten objects, reigniting interest in traditional craftsmanship, and bringing the artistry of the past into the present. While he is often described as a modern-day treasure hunter, Drew's greatest treasure is the history he helps uncover, preserve, and share with the world. His work inspires others to see beauty and value in the overlooked and the old, encouraging a deeper appreciation for the cultural and historical threads woven into everyday items. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Drew Pritchard. May it inspire you to look more closely at the objects around you, to appreciate the stories of the past, and perhaps to embark on a treasure hunt of your own.